Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to draft a basic bodice. To do this you need a pencil, a ruler, an eraser. For this story I'm using a marker. Then you need your scissors and your paper tape. So this is the measurement. So I'm working with an half length of 17, bust point of 10, bust round of 37, bust span 8, waist 29, shoulder 16, and my arm were divided bust by 6 plus 2. So here I'm going to mark the neck width of 3 by 3, and I'm going to square that across. But before I continue, I would like to mark my block. So this is the front and that's the back. So to get my block, I'm going to divide my bust into 4 plus 2. So my bust into 4, it's 9 1/4 plus 2 is 12 1/4. So you can see I'm marking the 12 1/4 and my half length is 17. So I'm marking the 17 there. So that's 12 1/4 by 17. The same thing I'm going to mark at the back side. So with this I'll get the block for my pattern. So as you can see, I've ruled that across, and this is our block. So this is the front part and this is the back. So for the back neckline, I'm going to mark 3 inches by 1. So the neck width is 3, the neck depth is 1 inch. So I'm going to square that across now. So the next thing I'm going to do is to mark the shoulder. The shoulder I'm working with is 16. 16 divided by 2 will give us 8. So I'm marking 8 at the front and 8 at the back to get our shoulder. So for the front, I'm going to slope the shoulder by 1.5 inch, and for the back, I'm going to slope by 1 inch. Then I'll connect it to the neck width. So after sloping, you connect to the neck width. The front is 1.5, the back is 1 inch slope. So the next thing I'm going to do is to mark my bust point, which is 10 inches. So now I'm going to mark 10 inches across to the back, 10 inch for the bust point. So that I'm going to rule that all the way. So the next thing I'm going to do is to get my armhole line. To get my armhole line, I'll divide my bust into 6 plus 1.5 or 2 inches. So my bust into 6 plus 2 is giving me 8. So I'm just going to mark the 8 all through. So you can see I'm marking the 8 inch from my shoulder line, not from the slope. You mark the 8 inch from your shoulder line at the front and also at the back. I'm just trying to get a straight line. That's what I'm ruling across. So I've divided my bust into 6 plus 2 to get this armhole line, as you can see. So now I'll proceed to get my bust span. The bust span I'm working with is 8. I'm going to divide 8 into 2, which is 4. I'm going to roll it on my waistline and extend it to my bust line. So I'm just going to square that up. Then you come down by ½ inch from your bust line. Now I'm going to mark my bust round. My bust round is 37. 37 divided by 4, it's going to give me 9 1/4. So I'm going to mark that at the back, and then at the front and at the back. So I'm working with a waist of 29 inches. 29 inches divided by 4 give me 7 1/4. I'll add 1 inch for my dart, then I'll connect it to the bust marking. So as you can see, for my bust dart, I'm going to be using 1.5 inch. Remember, the front and the back length are not always the same thing. Now, since I'm using a bust point of bust dart of 1.5 inch, I'm going to take it away from the length of the back bodice. So as you can see, I'm taking away 1.5 inch from the back bodice. Remember that we measured 17 before, so now I'm taking away 1.5. So the back length now is 15.5, while that of the front is 17.5. So I'm just going in with my marker to make it clearer. So now I'm going to open my dart leg by ½ inch on both sides. You remember I added just 1 inch for my dart at the waistline. So that part is off our measurement. So now the next thing we're going to do is to come up by 1 inch from that angle and cover our neckline. I don't have my neck curve right now, so I'm going in with my free hand. Sorry about that. So now we're gonna get the midpoint of the shoulder of the armhole line. Get the midpoint of the arm for the front, going by 0.75 and connect like this. Then for the back, you go in by 1/2 inch and connect. Then you take in your armhole curve and curve the armhole. I do have my armhole curve here, so I'm still gonna do a free hand, but it's better you use your armhole curve. So now marking in the waistline and the for the back, so I just connected it. So you can see I've curved my armhole. As you can see, it's looking all nice. Like, you might want to ask, why is the neck slope for the front 1.5 and the back, will it match? You don't have any problem with that. Now I'm going in for my back dart. I'm still opening it by 1/2 inch on both sides, just 1 inch. I added 1 inch to the front for my waist dart, and the same thing for the back. As you can see, I'm connecting that point. So now you can see we're almost done with our pattern. We're even done because we've marked everything we need to mark. I hope this tutorial was helpful. If you find it helpful, please don't forget to like, share, and comment. If you have any question, just put it down in the comment section and I'm gonna be there to answer your question. So watch out for my next tutorial. I'm gonna be using this basic bodice to draft a beautiful turtle neckline top. So we're done with this. Thanks for watching. See you in my next tutorial. Bye.